All right, how's everyone doing? You know what? Something that I want to do is I want to help out our colleagues. And today I had the pleasure of having here one of my great dear colleagues is Mr. Sean Bennie. How are you?
Great, I'm doing well.
You know what? We met up for lunch because it's important that with your LinkedIn connections, you just don't keep a connection virtually. It's important to make time to meet with your colleagues. And Sean and I, we went to school. Where did we go to school?
University of Miami.
The U, right?
Yes.
So we went to the University of Miami, and it's important to keep in touch because you can lose touch. And I want to congratulate you because right now you are embarking upon being a public servant. Can you
That
tell
is
us
correct.
about this new opportunity you're doing?
Well, I've worked 18 years in the private sector, and I finally, looked at possible positions in the public sector now, and I think it's a great opportunity that I'm going into. It really correlates a lot with the experience I have from the private sector, moving into the public sector as an owner's rep. I'll essentially be an owner's rep on the public side, serving the people and working on projects that I'm passionate about.
That is awesome. And you know what? I really like that you're talking about how you're transferring over from the private side to the public side.
Correct.
Of course, it has its advantages. I've been a public servant for many years. In fact, I find a lot of pride in being a public servant. And something I just want to say is that you have stability. You have the ability to prove yourself, and I am very sure that with your competency, what you know from the private side, you're going to make a lot of great things happen. Can you tell me a little bit about how you prepared yourself for that interview?
The biggest thing I did is, just prepare yourself by looking at the sector you're going into. So, I don't want to get into too many specifics, but, going into engineering and construction and so forth on the public side, I looked at the projects upcoming within that sector, looked at referendums that were approved, looked at what my role would be, and then most importantly, I was looking at my gut feeling. Would I be comfortable in working on that side and going to work every day and just being passionate about what I do?
Very good. You know what, Sean? What I want to tell people is that before you go into your job interview, you need to know who are the key stakeholders, who are the people that are working there. A lot of this information is on the website. A lot of this information is public record. You can look at the agendas. You can look at it, perhaps all the documentation that is out there for that government entity, and you can get to know a lot about that entity. That's going to better prepare yourself to having a great interview.
Definitely.
And how was it? How was that?
It was
interview?
great. It was great. I had panel interviews, interviewing with several people at one time. There were 3 sets of interviews, so it was. I could tell they were very intensive in finding the right person, and it obviously went well. I was offered the position. We came to an agreement and accepted the position. It'll be starting soon.
That is awesome. So that's a difference when you're working or interviewing for the government side. There will be a panel interview. It's not just one interview, it's a series of interviews. So you really need to know how to use your soft skills. How is it that you can engage? How can you focus on the different panel members and instill trust so that they can know who you are, what you're about, and perhaps, have a greater chance of getting that position. Well, Sean, thank you so much for sharing
Greg.
that.
Appreciate
and
it.
I wish you the very, very, very best. And if you need any help, anything, let me know. And that goes as well to others. If you have any questions or maybe you want to share some feedback about how to get ready for an interview, why don't you just share in this post? That's the idea. Let's use LinkedIn to help others pursue and grow and pursue their dreams and make greater things happen. All right, so this is Greg and Sean. See you soon.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Take care. Bye.